Good morning, beautiful business owners. Hi, everyone. My name is Leslie, owner of Lily Rose DMA, a marketing and consulting agency based in Chicago, Illinois, as well as writer and creator of the program Your First 30 Days. It is a marketing program to help people learn how to market themselves and make that money, because that is what we need. All right, let me fix my camera. All right, here we go. So we have been talking about marrying marketing and sales together. And today we are going to talk about creative sales and how to be creative in your approach to selling. Now, some people think when you talk about sales and being creative, that creative means that it's all about artwork and it's about, the arts in general, like dancing, singing, acting, painting, all those things. And you're like, that's not what I do. I own a business. Like that's not me. Well, that's cool. But there are ways that you are creative every day without you even thinking about it. It can be something as simple as what you chose to wear this day, making sure that these colors go with this. It could be that you creatively came up with a solution to a problem that your business might be having. There are many ways that you can be creative, and we can use that in order to sell. So I want you guys to realize that creativity can be learned, right? Not everybody came out the womb learning or knowing exactly how to be like the best person who could paint or draw or cook or anything like that. Just like you had to learn how to be a great business executive or CEO, you had to learn that. You learned by observing, you learned by experience, you learned by watching, all of these things, correct? So creativity, it's the exact same thing. And you just need to figure out what your creative strengths are. Some people are more introverted and they are better with working one-on-one with people. Other people are very gregarious and they are the life of the party. And so they know how to get all attention on them and they know how to keep all attention on them. Some people are right in the middle where they know how to turn on and turn off. And so they're very, very good at figuring out what it is that is a client or potential client's pain point, zeroing in on it and making people feel very at ease and wanting to talk to them, open up and share, and then they can make that sale. So one of the things that I would advise you doing today is I want you to list what you think your 5 greatest strengths are. And I want you to think about this from a business perspective, but also just from a normal, natural perspective. Are you somebody that is shy? Are you somebody that can open up quickly? Are you somebody that's very great at remembering information? Whatever that is, I want you to write it down and I want you to at least have 5 of them. It would be great if you want to be an overachiever and have 10, but let's just do 5 right now. We're going to come back to that. What you need to do is you need to have determined what your clear goals are for marketing and for selling your product or service. And once you know what your clear goal is, I want you to look back at that list that you just created of your 5 strengths. And I want you to see, how can I use these strengths in order to market? How can I use these strengths in order to sell something? For me personally, I like talking to people, but I am still a bit shy. It's actually easier for me to get on camera than it is necessarily for me to be in a big group of people sometimes. I know how to turn it on and turn it off, but when it's just me talking to a camera, it's much easier to get my thoughts and feelings across. So what I do is I tend to market mainly online. I tend to, even when I network with people, I do a lot of online networking, not just because of COVID, but mainly because I know what my strengths are. I know what makes me feel secure and what can allow me to open up more. And that is what has gotten me to get a lot of sales and a lot more recognition. So know what your strengths are and go with those. Something else that you need to do is you need to be determined to find these solutions to these problems, right? So whatever your goal is, figure that out immediately before you start marketing. doing, and then be determined to go after these things. Some things that you can use to help you along this journey when it comes to thinking about creative ways to market yourself or market your product and service is you don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel, but you can think about in what ways can this product or service be used for something new, such as you know that Dr. Pepper originally was meant to be medicine, right? So it was originally supposed to be medicine, but people liked the taste so much that they were just drinking it. So the creators of it said, how can we continue to make money off of this without getting people sick? And they tweaked their formula a little bit so it would still have that flavor of the medicine that people really loved, but now it is a beverage, now it is a soft drink. I mean, seriously, like that is amazing, right? So what they did is they said, hey, so many people are buying this because they want to drink it, but I don't want to get them sick and I don't really want to go to jail or get in trouble for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how to still be able to sell this product or this service, but just in a new way. So I want you guys to think about how you can reinvent something, or maybe figure out a benefit that your product or service has and make it new and fresh for people to look at. Something else that you need to do really is you need to spend time and you in places and with people that are your ideal prospects. And I'm not talking about the little fish in the sea. We want you to catch whales, okay? We want that big catch. So what that will do is you might have to take a little more time, and it might mean a little bit more effort, but that could mean that you could make half of your sales from one person, like what your quota is for the entire year, just with one prospect. That is why I believe in marketing on LinkedIn more than any other platform, more than before. I still think Facebook is great. Obviously, Instagram, TikTok, all those things are wonderful. But LinkedIn is amazing because you have CEOs right here. You have the people that are around them right here. And all you have to do is send messages to people. And all you have to do is follow their pages, and you can find out so many things, and you can actually become a lot more visible than the normal, let me do a cold phone call. So get your butt on LinkedIn, stay on LinkedIn, stay here and figure it out, figure out how to network. Next month, I will be doing a series on LinkedIn as well. So make sure that you stay tuned for that as well. So the last thing I want to leave you with is I want you guys to think about what are the 5 to 10 most attractive features of your product and service. So what you need to think about is, why should someone buy this product or service at all? Why should they buy it from your company? And why should they buy it from you personally? Because it's a treat. People are looking at all that. First of all, they have a need. Okay, so why should they buy it? Because they have a need. Secondly, why should they buy it from your company? What sets your company, against the competition? Why are you better? And then this goes back into you are selling yourself before you're kind of selling the product or service. So people are looking at, what do you look like? Do you sound knowledgeable? Do you actually have the social proof with reviews? Or, does your website or your social media, is it up to date? Have you posted this year at all? If you don't have any of those things in place, why should anybody look at you? Why should anybody buy your products or services? Because there's somebody down the street that has all that in place, right? So a good example, or I would say some of the 5 things that I always talk about when it comes to my business, especially my marketing program, Your First 30 Days, is I say it saves you money, it makes you money, it makes you knowledgeable, you become number one in your field, and you get ahead of absolutely everybody else by taking this marketing program. And I have social proof. I have been marketing for people that are like millionaires. So that is something that I'm really proud of. I have helped continue to build up millionaires' wealth just by using my marketing program and my services. And I put all of that knowledge into a marketing program your first 30 days so that maybe you don't have the $3,000, $5,000 a month to pay me, but you can have this program and it can show you how to teach somebody in-house the exact same things that I'm doing for people. And then you get to continue to make that money and save that money. So I want you guys to also think about what are the 5 to 10 things that you do, and think about why should people buy it? Why should they buy it from your company? And why should they buy it from you? All right. So this was a long one today. Yeah, it was longer than I expected it to be. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you have a great rest of the morning. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Share this with anyone that you feel would really benefit from learning about selling and marketing. And make sure that you continue to follow the social media pages at Lily Rose DMA, because I give a lot of free advice out for you because I want you to succeed. I hope that you have a great morning, and I'll talk to you soon.